Hello math learners, Hassan here. Today we are venturing into the world of multi-step inequalities, where the math journey gets a bit more thrilling. Multi-step inequalities are your ticket to the next level of mathematical exploration. Compound inequalities, absolute inequalities, and word problems with inequalities. We'll cover them in the next couple of videos. Now, let's start. Okay, so solving multi-step inequalities involves a sequence of operations to isolate the variable. The key strategies still remain the same. We just need to use 3 or more operations to solve the variable. Let's see how we can apply the strategies over here. So here is the first problem. We have 6x minus 5 less than 2x plus 11. The standard form is that we move the variables to the left side and keep the constant to the right side. So the first step is we write down the inequality and then we add 5 on both sides because we want to take the constant to the right side. So since there is a subtraction sign over here, we need to use addition operation. So simplifying, we get 6x less than 2x plus 16. Now we need to move this 2x to the left side. So the sign in front of 2x is an addition sign. So we subtract 2x from both sides. Subtracting 2x, we get 4x less than 16. Now we need to get rid of this 4. We divide by 4 on both sides. We get x less than 4. Now you can see that we have used 1 operation, 2 operation, and 3 operations over here to isolate the variable. Now let's look at this second problem over here. We need to solve 2 open parentheses 3x minus 5 close parentheses less than or equal to 4x plus 6. Let's see how we can solve this problem. So first we can use distributive property to clear these parentheses. So multiplying 2 with 3x, we get 6x minus multiplying 2 with 5, we get 10 less than or equal to 4x plus 6. Now we can get rid of this 10 by using the addition operation. So adding 10 on both sides, we get 6x less than or equal to 4x plus 16. Now we need to get the variable on one side, so we take this 4x to the left side. So subtracting by 4x, we get 2x less than or equal to 16. Now we divide both sides by 2. We get x less than or equal to 8. This is how we solve this multi-step inequality. So here is the third problem we have over here. We need to solve 2a minus 4 over 6 less than 2. So if we have a fraction bar, the first step is to get rid of this fraction bar. And we can simply do this by multiplying both sides by this denominator value. So if you multiply both sides by 6, we get 2a minus 4 less than 12. Now we can take this 4 to the other side. We add 4 on both sides. We get 2a less than 16. Now we divide both sides by 2. We get a less than 8. Awesome. Okay, let's see how we can solve these multi-step inequalities. Here in problem number 1, we have negative 3, open parenthesis, negative 6n plus 2, close parenthesis, minus 3n less than negative 23 minus 2n. So let's see how we can solve this step by step. First, we need to get rid of these grouping symbols. So we need to use the distributive property here. So if we distribute this negative 3 into each of these terms, we have negative 3 times negative 6n, that is 18n. Now this is a positive because negative times negative, that's positive. Then we have this plus sign from here. Negative 3 times 2, that is negative 6. Minus 3n less than negative 23 minus 2n. Now we can see that we can combine the like terms on the left side. We have 18n minus 3n. So just subtract the coefficients. 18 minus 3, that is going to be 15n. This plus and negative sign would cancel out to a minus sign. So we have minus 6 less than negative 23 minus 2n. Now the strategy for solving inequality is we bring the variable terms to the left side. In this case, we have this 2n on the right side, so we bring these on the left side. So we just add 2n because the sign in front of 2n is minus, so we add 2n on both sides. If we do that, we have 17n minus 6 less than negative 23. Now we need to get rid of this 6, so add 6 on both sides. If you add 6, we get 17n less than negative 23 plus 6, that is negative 17. We just divide both sides by 17 and we get n less than negative 1. Now you can see that we have one step here. We have this second step here, combining the like terms. We have this third step right here, adding 2n. Then we added 6. It's a fourth step, and then we divided both sides by 17. So this is a 5-step problem. Now let's look at number 2. Number 2, we have negative 2 open parenthesis 4 plus 8x greater than or equal to 8x plus 40. In this case, again, we have a parenthesis, which is a grouping symbol. So we can use the distributive property. So distribute this negative 2 into each of the terms inside the parenthesis. So negative 2 times 4, that is negative 8, plus negative 2 times 8x, that is going to be negative 16x, greater than or equal to 8x plus 40. Now you can see that we don't have any like terms on the left side. We don't have any like terms on the right side. So in this case, we have to bring this 8x to the left side and bring this negative 8 to the right side. So let's do this step by step. First, we can distribute these two signs together. So negative 8 plus and negative sign would give us a minus 16x greater than or equal to 8x plus 40. So now we can remove this negative 8 right here. So add 8 on both sides. If we add 8 on both sides, we have this negative 16x because we just cancel out this 8, and we have this minus sign, so it's negative 16x. So it's negative 16x greater than or equal to 8x plus 48. Now we subtract this 8x from both sides. So we cancel out these 8x. We have negative 16x minus 8x. So just subtract the coefficients. Negative 16 minus 8, that is negative 24x greater than or equal to 48. Now to get x isolated, we divide both sides by negative 24. Now here we are dividing both sides by a negative number, so we need to swap the inequality sign. So we have x Instead of greater than or equal to, we have less than or equal to 48 over negative 24, that is negative 2. So this is how we solve this multi-step inequality. Here we have one step, second step right here by adding 8. Third step, we just subtracted both sides by negative 8x. And fourth step, we just divided both sides by negative 24. So we just solved this inequality using 4 steps. And there you have it. The mastery of multi-step inequalities unlocked. Understanding multi-step inequalities is essential as you're going deeper into Algebra 1. The key is to simplify the inequality and isolate the variable by undoing the operations in the reverse order they were applied. Add up these steps based on the specifics of the inequality you are working with. Keep up the great work. That's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Now let's get to study.